Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware, and I now live in Georgia. I moved here to the Peach State, hating peaches. I didn't really make the connection until I thought about my why. In Delaware, growing up, I had a childhood friend who could climb. There was a tree that had peaches on it. It was a peach tree, and it had the juiciest peaches. And there were branches that grew outside of the fence of that property. And if you could climb, you could get up there to those peaches that had been kissed by the sun and get one of those sweet peaches. Sheila Farrell could climb. She climbed up that tree and got one of those branch peaches that was hanging outside the property. And the son of the man who owned that land, a white man, shot her. Sheila was somehow able to run all the way home, and he ran her down and shot her, killed her right there. So I hated peaches, and I didn't understand why. But I lived in the peach state. I grew up in a place where the now president of the United States was the white lifeguard at the all black swimming pool. And I live in a state that's the peach state. My mother told me growing up that one day justice would roll in like a mighty rushing wind and it would level the playing field. She said, "You've been climbing all these years, and then it's going to be equal. It'll be level. And because you had to train uphill, it'll be easy to run out in front." I said, "Then we win?" She said, "Then you humble yourself. Because when you've been training uphill and suddenly things are level, those who've had it easy all along will think that you've cheated, and they won't know how to make it. And there'll be commotion in the land, and there'll be anger and frustration, and you're going to have to show love. You're going to have to show mercy. You have to walk humbly with God." Of course, I thought my mother was crazy. I sometimes think that the ones who climbed faster and ran hard but got shot down, that there could never be justice because they're gone. But we are here. And so the question becomes, what do we do with that? How do we walk in this? How do we live in this time? People ask me, how can you live in the South? I tell them I grew up in Delaware, well, 12 miles north of the Mason-Dixon line. Delaware was a slave state. We have a saying that because the Emancipation Proclamation did not apply to states that didn't leave the Union, that we were the first to get them and the last to let them go. And this morning, the President of the United States was our senator in Delaware. He was also the white lifeguard at the all black swimming pool, Price is Run. Price is Run is literally named after a man who ran the length of the city and was lynched at that spot. And I live in Georgia, where the first black man will become senator. looks like a Jewish man will be senator as well. We're moving forward, and we have to move together. We have to live in love and mercy and justice. And we can never forget the ones who climbed faster and ran harder, but were stopped because of those who thought they would lose something. We're all winners if we walk together. I love you.